African humanist. So, today we're talking about exploring sexuality after leaving religion. Now, I recognize that not everybody is on the same journey. Some of us have left religion. Some of us are still trying to leave religion. So, whatever journey you're on, this still would apply to you because I believe firmly in the individual. I believe firmly in the here and now. I believe firmly in focusing on you. And that's why I'm a humanist, because I believe that we are all unique. We can't all be the same. Not possible. We can't all be the same. So, first things first, if you were in a religion, I'm sure your religion dictated what your sexuality would be, or how you should express yourself, your sexuality, and how you come across. I was from the Christian religion, and it was male or female. There was no in-betweens. There was no, it was, male, female. You come together, you procreate, and there you have it. You have to have a marriage between the two, and that's it. You were controlled by rules and regulations to follow. You had to do things a certain way. You cannot have sex before marriage. And even after marriage, there's still lots of things to do. Still, you were how you lived your life was dictated by your book, depending on what religion you came out of. And then when you don't follow the religion and follow the rules, you're punished. So there's punishment for not following those rules. And then the fear of being punished means you can't express your sexuality. You're in a cage. You're wrapped up in there because you're afraid. If I express myself, what's going to happen to me? How are people going to perceive me? How are people going to react to me? All of this is dictated by the religion because they need to keep people controlled. They need to have, a narrative. Man, woman come together, and then children go their way. The cycle continues. And that's how religion thrives. Now, in religion, you're taught that God is always watching. Yeah, God is always watching you. So can you imagine being in a relationship, friendship, whatever shape you're in, and God is always watching you? So when you're busy making love, God is watching you. I mean, He is so interested in what you're doing in your bedroom than to focus on poverty in the world, than to focus on hunger, starvation, disease. No, He's watching what you're doing inside your bedroom. Do you know that some people pray before they have sex? Yes. Some people have a timetable before they can have sex. It is dictated to them how they should do it. In some religions, you are taught that your body belongs to your partner. This is especially for the women. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a therapist, although I'm studying to be a therapist. I'm studying to be a counselor, but I'm not there yet, so I will not call myself one. But I hope to be a secular therapist. I want to be able to help people, not just with a YouTube channel, but in an official space, helping people who are walking away from religion in particular, because there is such a thing as religious trauma. There is. Some religions teach that your body belongs to your partner or husband, wife, whatever. And so when you're in a marriage, you basically have to give up yourself. You have to give up who you... So even on the days when you're not feeling sexual, even on the days you don't want to have sex and, you just don't, you have to give it up because your body is no longer your own. Your body is now shared with another person. I was once in a relationship like that. Every time I didn't feel like it, he would say, well, if you don't give it to me, I will go somewhere else and go and get it. And don't you know that your body belongs to me now? And if you're not giving it to me, I'm going to go and get it somewhere else. And so when I heard that, I would think, oh gosh, I better quickly just, give in. And so can you imagine giving in and you didn't feel like it? It's not a place I recommend anybody to be in, because years of doing that will bring resentment, will bring just... it's not a good place to be. And so can you imagine your religion dictates to you that your body is no longer yours. Your body now belongs to somebody else. So how can you then be you? How can you explore your sexuality in such an environment? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I recognize a place of partnership. I recognize a place where two people come together and agree and, just relate with one another. I think the act of sex starts way before you get into the bedroom or, wherever you have sex. It starts way before. There's a process. There's there's a way you make the person get in the mood. And so therefore, if the two of you are not in sync, it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's not, I don't know, I just feel that the other partner won't enjoy it. They might for just a few minutes, but and is that what we really want to be doing? Having sex and the other person is not enjoying it? I don't believe in that. I believe in two people coming together and enjoying the act. And you know something? It doesn't even have to just be between just two people. You can have sex with yourself. And this is something religion doesn't teach. Yes. Religion doesn't teach you knowing yourself, exploring your body. Solo sex, it is a thing. Yes. And there is sex between multiple partners. There are people who come into arrangements where they are allowed to explore with other people with the consent of each other. There are swinger bars. People make arrangement, polyamorous relationships, and what's the other one? Polyamory, and Yeah, these these are things that actually exist. But religion limits you. So they don't let you exposed to what is really going on. When you leave religion, you start to feel confused. What should I believe now that I'm no longer religious? Some people have battled with sexuality all the time that they were in the religion. So when they leave, they're now confused. They don't know what to think, what to feel, what's right and what's wrong. Can I sleep with a man? I'm a man. Can I sleep with a man? I'm a woman. Can I sleep with a woman? Is it right to have feelings towards same sex? Some people like BDSM. Some people like there's all sorts. When I left, when I was on the journey leaving religion, I used to go on, there's a show on one of the Talk Heathen. I think it's Talk Heathen. The Atheist Experience. They have a show on secular sexuality where they bring people who practice all sorts of different sexual, they're involved in so many different range of things. And it is discussed. Unlike when you're religious, if you're not talking man, woman, child, you're not talking anything at all. Whereas there are people who have these needs that are not addressed. So I would recommend Secular Sexuality, Villa Bianca. I'll put the links in the channel, in the description. You start to have questions when you leave religion. What is permissible? What is my sexuality? Am I straight? Some people, it's easy. They don't have these questions. But some people, it's a big, big struggle. You start to ask yourself, can I try things I wouldn't have tried when I was religious? My answer is yes, try it. Try it. It's your body. If you're not hurting anyone in the process, try it. If you're feeling some kind of way about a sexual position or sexual desire, try it. Do it. You know why? Because there's no God watching over you. There's no pastor, priest, imam telling you what you should and shouldn't do. Try it. Do it. And you might try it and end up not liking it, which is fine. Then at least you tried. But always seek consent. That's huge. For me, I would push consent. And age is a very important thing because children are off limits. Children cannot consent to sex. Children cannot consent to sex. Stay off, or else you get into trouble. That's not even something I'm going to even tolerate. But if it's two adults involved, what two adults decide to do within the confines of their privacy is nobody's business. You stay away. Talking about, as a Christian, you are not allowed to masturbate. If you don't masturbate, how are you going to know what gives you pleasure? How will you know? You can't know. And some people, when I left religion, I started to find out these words that were used, asexual, and I found out, oh, asexual, that's actually a thing. What is asexual? Because I started to identify as being asexual. So you know, religion is a bad thing, I tell you, because it just limits people. It keeps them trapped, keeps them caged. You can't explore, you can't. And thank goodness for the internet, where people can find all these things. Please, whatever time we have left on this earth, let us live it to the fullest. Like they say, live your best life. And so, if you're asking yourself the question, can I try things I wouldn't have tried when I was religious? Go ahead, try it, do it. You know why? Because now you have freedom. Yes, freedom. Big one. You have freedom. Freedom to express yourself. Freedom to explore your body and sexuality, as long as you are not breaking any laws. Okay? You have freedom. Use your freedom. You're not in any jail. Don't let religion put you in jail. And if you are making your way out of religion, this should be one of the incentives for you to say, enough. I'm done being in your jail. Some people are in unhappy marriages. Some people are in unhappy relationships because their religious leader tells them that they cannot leave. Well, hopefully together we can go on this journey out of religion. Try new things. After all, you only have this life to live. Try new things. So, you know something you could do? Take a walk to the nearest sex shop to you, adult shop, where they sell dildos, where they sell all sorts of vibrators and things. Go and see what's there. Go and ask questions. But don't go and be a nuisance, please. If you go, you like what you buy. Don't go and just take advantage of people who work in these places. I beg you. But if you see something you like, buy. Come back to the confines of your home with your partner or on your own. Try it out. Buy plenty of batteries if you must. Some of them are USB controlled. Make sure you charge your electric. You have plenty of electricity. Listen, it's your life. And in some places, people are in lockdown now. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And then have a support network. A network of people of like minds. Join groups on Facebook, on Discord. Someone told me about Discord. I tried to join. I am clueless. I have no clue how to use Discord. But I would love to go there and see what it's all about. The atheist experience is something that I want to go and, just be part of. Yeah, have a support network. There is a group for everything you identify as. There's a group for it. If you identify as gay, bisexual, transsexual, anything. There are groups for people. You just need to find it. Find them. But support network is very important, because then you don't feel so alone. You don't feel like, what I'm doing, is it wrong? Is it right? Because when you see people who are engaging in this and they're living their best, it takes the pressure off you. So join groups. So yes, have a support network. Do you know, in countries like Nigeria, if you're caught with someone of the same sex, it's 14 years in jail. I think it's just barbaric, because people should be allowed to explore their sexuality. But let me tell you something. On Instagram, on Facebook, there are networks of people who identify as same-sex, like into, being gay, bi, and they support each other. They're there, they're out there. You just need to find it. You just need to dig deep. Ask questions. And the beauty of it is, they form a community. And in that community, they identify people who are wolves, who are coming to out them, or people who want to expose them. It's beautiful. I'm in one of such groups, because I'm an ally on Instagram. It's a group of people who are bisexual, gay. They come together in this group. Number one, for community, for support, for dating among themselves. And there are people who come in the group who want to take advantage of people in the group, and they don't allow it. They post pictures of these people. Yes, very good. I think it's a good thing. Have a support network. And then my next point, very important, seek therapy or counseling if you need it. Religious trauma is a big deal for some people. Can you imagine if you've lived your life in a marriage that you were forced into because of your religious beliefs, and then now you've come away from that? You're trying to find your identity. You're trying to find... Some people now have an identity crisis. Someone told me about a young man who committed suicide because he was gay and couldn't come out to his African parents, and decided to commit suicide. It's so heartbreaking. Please seek help. Seek therapy, counseling. Speak to somebody. But not conversion therapy. And it's a no-no. Conversion therapy? No. Next point, be informed. Like I said earlier, go to the sex shop, visit websites that deal with your particular issue. You would be surprised that there are people out there that identify same as you, whatever your sexuality you identify as. And you know something? You don't have to be... Some people think, oh, you can be just gay and that's it. You could be gay yesterday and decide, look, you are your own person. You can change your mind at any time. You can identify as something today, choose to identify as another thing the next. Really, it's nobody's business. If you're not hurting people in the process, because that's very important, I would not suggest that you upset people and to put people down because you're trying to be who you are. Sometimes you can't help it, but just be emphatic. Be more, think about the people, especially your loved ones, you know. Sometimes you don't even have to reveal anything. Okay? Another thing is, you have to learn the terminologies like asexual, bisexual, trans. When someone says, I'm a trans woman, it means they were a man before and now identify as a woman. If they say, I'm a trans man, it means they were a woman before and now identify as a man. They're different terminologies. And also, if somebody comes to you and tells you that they're trans, please accept them. They're gay, but whatever, please accept them. What they do in their bedroom is not mine or yours business. None at all. We need to, together, create a better world for you and I. And explore your sexuality. Explore who you are. We have this life. We don't have another. Together, me and you, we can do it. Okay? So, you have my permission to explore your sexuality. You don't need my permission. After all, who am I? But you have my permission. Feel free. And you know something? You might be in a happy relationship and none of this affects you. But recognize that there are people out there who struggle with these things. They leave religion and they're like not sure what to do with themselves anymore. So, and if this applies to you and you want to share with me, I'll be willing to listen. Let's do this together. Let's go on this wholesome journey together. Okay? Thank you for listening. I'm the African Humanist and I will be back again with my next video.